So I was coming here every year, probably for at least a couple of months in the winter, when the waves and the wind are best and it's the coldest in New York. And I just really fell in love with Maui. Hi, I'm Graham Hill. I'm the founder of Tree Hugger and now Life Edited. I call myself a designpreneur because essentially I have a lot of design experience and interests, but also very big into entrepreneurialism and starting and building businesses. I just finished with my company Life Edited doing a off-grid house in Maui that is 1,000 square feet. But has a transformation and sort of smart layout, etc., that enables us to make it a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath in under 1,000 square feet. So a big part of Hawaiian culture, I would say, is being outside. I mean, I love it here because the temperature and humidity and airflow are just perfect. And so I would say the house really reflects Maui and Hawaii in general, in terms of how it interacts with the outside. So we have amazing windows to take in the great views. A big component of the house is the lanai that we are sitting on right now, and the way that it's basically we push the living room and the dining room to the outside of the building. So we have nice overhangs, but we're effectively outside. And then we have these fantastic sliding Anderson doors that open into the kitchen. And so the sort of social area flows very nicely between the inside and the outside. So that's a big component, I would say, of Maui and Hawaii living. We also built an outside shower around one corner where it's actually very private, but you have a really big view of the sky, but also down into the gulch. And so that's a wonderful place, particularly at night with a starry night. It's wonderful. And then we carved out a section of the house and made an outdoor bathing room with a beautiful Kohler tub and shower on the ceiling. And so you can basically you're covered in case it rains, but you're basically bathing outside. And so a lot of it is just bringing the outside in. And so the combination of the windows and just the openings to the outside, I think made it really successful in that regard. So at Life Edited, we try to get a lot out of our spaces, and empty spaces really are good for no one. And so we try to have rooms transform such that they have multiple functions. And so what we've done in Life Edited Maui is we've created basically the 3 bedrooms transform during the day into other uses. So one of them has a couch underneath the 2 bunk beds. When the bunk beds fold away, one has a sort of a dining table, which also can be a work table, craft table, what have you. And the third one has a desk underneath the bed. And these literally allow you can leave stuff on the desk. So you can have your laptop and a bunch of your office stuff, and you just fold it down. It all stays there, and it's hidden underneath the bed. And then you fold it up when you want to do some work or writing or art or whatever in the following morning. So particularly where I live in Maui, there's a lot of rain. And so what we've done is we created this water catchment system. The rain comes down, hits our roof, and I even did a deal with the neighbors to get a bunch of water from their roof. It goes down these rain chains into these drain basins, goes down the hill, and we have a 15,000 gallon Acer Pioneer water tank, which is really beautiful and really well made and really interesting in that it collects the water from its own roof. They have this new technology where they made this fabric roof, and strangely most water tanks don't collect their own water from their own roofs, which seems odd. But anyway, they made this. So it's really beautiful, works really well, and then it's pumped up to another 5,000 gallon tank. And then the water can be used from there. In looking at the various options in terms of solar panels, the traditional ones are the ones with the big sort of aluminum racks that go on top of your roof. And listen, we're big fans of all solar panels. It's a great thing. Aesthetically, not a huge fan of how those look. It just ends up being very they really get in your face. They're just a very big, obvious sort of thing. And it's hard to design them and have them sort of fit nicely into the architecture. And so we came across this very cool startup called Sunflare that makes these thin film panels that you can literally stick to the roof. And so we worked with them to have them fit right in between the raised seam roof panels. And as a result, we have solar, but it's pretty much invisible. And often people will come over and don't even know. You can't even tell. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Battery technology has really come along. And so it's starting to be really possible to electrify older cars. And so this is the first one I've done, but I really picked it because it's small and made it light, and so it made it easier. But I've always loved the Volkswagen thing, and so I found with my friend David Sellers from Hawaii Off Grid, we found a great 73 Volkswagen thing that I bought for $5,000, and then I spent a great deal more than that on David electrifying it, getting a kit, and we recycled some Tesla batteries that we got from they buy from Rex on the mainland, and so I have this really cool Volkswagen thing that we painted the same gray as the house, so it matches, and it's terrific. It's totally quiet. It's really zippy, and it just makes me happy, and it makes everyone around you happy. Like, I'm constantly getting comments and people sort of beeping and talking to me at lights, and it's very cool. And we're literally charging it. You know, Sunflare panels are getting the sun, and it's going into our blue ion batteries and into my thing, and then I'm driving around the island, so I can go for days where I'm living off of the sun. Innovation in architecture is very tricky, but I think it's also very important. And so I really wanted to build something that was aesthetically gorgeous, functionally worked very, very well, and also was sort of near future in terms of the sustainable energy. So really off-grid, but done in a luxurious sort of way, so that people could see that that it's available now. You can build a very luxurious house that's entirely off-grid, and so that's what we've done.